Today, we are truly honored to have with us our distinguished speaker, Shri Kanippayyur Krishnan Namboodiripad. Now I invite Ms. Radhika V, Research Scholar, Department of Mathematics, to further welcome the speaker for this session.
Shri Kanippayyur Krishnan Namboodiripad is a global authority on Vastu Shastra. Born into the world's leading family of Vastu practitioners, he holds a BSc and MSc in mathematics. He has underwent 5 years of Gurukula Vasam under his grandfather, the legendary scholar Shri Kanippayyur Shankaran Namboodiripad. His work focuses on integrating ancient architectural principles with modern engineering science. His important achievements includes being served as Dean for Sthapatya Veda at Maharshi Mahesh Yogi Vedic University, Netherlands since 1995. He has also served as a leading consultant for Guruvayur Devasam, Sri Padmanabha Swami Temple and Shabarimala Ayyappa Temple. His global projects includes designing temples and ashrams in USA, South Africa, Botswana and Europe. He has served as Vastu consultant for Cochin International Airport, providing expertise on terminal construction and airflow safety. He has also served as Dean of Vasthuvidya Gurukulam under the Department of Culture, Government of Kerala. His major awards and honors includes Silpa Shastra Tilaka, Kerala Astrological Research Foundation in the year 1984, Acharya Puraskaram from Tantra Vidyapeetham in the year 2007, Devasri Award from Travancore Devasam Board in the year 2004, Acharya Ratna in the year 2001, and Akshaya Award in the year 1997. His important publications includes Vastu Lakshanam, published in Malayalam Manorama, Jirno Dharnavidhi, published in Vastu Vidya Pradishtanam. Shri Kanippayyur Krishnan Namboodiripad has chaired international seminars and lectured at prestigious institutions like IITs to bridge ancient wisdom with modern science. He has guided hundreds of traditional craftsmen and research scholars. His mission is to preserve the scientific sanctity of Vastu Shastra as a globally recognized discipline for harmonizing human habits with nature. I welcome you, sir, to begin the session. I welcome Vishnu Namboodiripad, sir, to start.
എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. ഓം നമഃ ശിവായ. ഓം നമോ നാരായണായ. ഓം നമഃ ശിവായ നാരായണായ. ഓം നമോ ഭഗവതേ വാസുദേവായ. അഭിവാദയേ കൃഷ്ണശർമാ നാമ അഹമസ്മി ഭോ. That is praying to all Devadas, our Guru and etc., and our family tradition, our forefathers. Having a born or as all of them, all of the people or all of the living being in earth, as falling from mother's womb through the visual or visible universe and falling down to the earth. And earth is protecting not only earth, but also the Swarloka and Bhuvarloka. Whatever the astronomical, energetical elements are there in the visible world or visible universe, they will all will protect us with properly, and we have to live in tune with that. And not only tune with that, we have to do our karma according to dharma, artha, kama, moksha, the main important karmas must be done accordingly. That is our destiny as well as we can say. If we wanted to this, all the living organisms or livelihood in the earth, not only human being, but also worms, animals, etc., birds, etc., etc. All are, to some extent, is called Purusha. That is the important thing. We are all here in the Purusha, and not only that, that Purusha is only a replica or the same as the earth or a part of the land. And not only that, that Vishwam, the universe is also same structurally, energetical component or composed on our body. That will also said to shine that body, we have to make use of the Brahma that is called in our Veda text. And not only that, the Indian knowledge system, strictly saying, is based on Vedas, the 4 Vedas. And accordingly, Purana or Upanishad etc. also must be counted, or Samhitas etc. Our practically saying, we must be able to go through or something to understand through that natural Swa, Bhua, Bhu, etc. Therefore, here it is, a name is seen Mādhava. You can see that is the Purusha, and having all the letters, 51 letters. Actually, Shastra says 151 letters are on right side and another 51 on the left side, because we are all twin joined together. For that, Shankaracharya will say, Chara Chara Atmakam. One part is Acharam and the other part is Charam. And that is joined together. Therefore, we are all jointly formed. Or we can say the joint is because of that fatherly and motherly. And joining is that to some extent is vivaha. That is also in the nature. Shastra or Veda says in that sun is the fatherly and earth is motherly. And in between this Akash or this Antariksha, the Bhurloka is the joining part. And germinating part is the Om, the Brahma. Therefore, usually we will call Swa, Bhuva, Bhu, Om. By the Chadurtha, all the births are taking place in the universe. That is the Veda says. And here Mādhava is then written here. Mādhava, you know, or you may be aware of one of the divine Dvadasha Aditya shrines. That is, we will call always divine shrines. The word Dvadasha Aditya is 12 numbers of Adityas. That is the Prakasha or the shining of the sun. And that comes through the Triloka, Surloka, Bhurloka, and the Bhuloka. And one thing is that all is received by the Prithvi, and that itself is shining with Brahma. And therefore, actually saying that three is continuously, from the generating agent is Om. Therefore, we will call, our Veda says Om, Swa, Bhuva, Bhu, Om. That is 5 ingredients. That is, Shastra is saying is Panchatvam. We are all having our body, or in the universe having combined 5 ingredients or 5 energies. That is a problem. Or the universe is making a Havana like that to produce everything. And then in Purusha Sukta, there is one mantra is saying, Tasmad Jajnire Sarvahuta Rita Samani Jajnire Chandamsi Jajnire Tasmad Yajur Tasmad Ajayata. That Ajayata is Brahma. And this is from the completely dedicated divine Ishwariya Yajna, there is given birth these 4 Vedas. Yajus, Sama, Atharva, and Yajus, Sama and Atharva. Out of which Sama Veda is considered as Aditya Agni, Yajurveda is considered as Vayu Agni, Rigveda is considered as Bhauma Agni, and Atharvaveda is considered as Vishwagni. Therefore, that is also in the reverse order as Om, Swa, Bhuva, Bhu, Om. Similarly, from the earth we will be in the Vishwam Darpana Drishya Matra Nagari like that. Om, Bhu, Bhuva, Swa, Om. That is basic. Our divine energies are this 10. This 10 is called Desha Prana. But it is because of the twin. It is considered as only Pancha Prana also. In the time being, whenever it is, you must be considered 10 or 5. That 10 is named as Prana, Dhananjaya, the twins, Apana, Devadatta, the twins, Vyana, were Krigara, Udana, were Kurma, and finally Samana and Naga. Therefore, this 5 is important thing, and this is continuity, all is Duttam. And another thing is that you can see in that one, actually saying we are always, for our requirement, whatever the energy that is we are receiving, because these 5 energies or 10 energies, we have to make use of that. We have to expand first. And then we have to perform. And then we have to transform to new one, by which will experience properly, and that will be our destiny to experience and be with Sayujya, we can say, or there is one type of bhavam that will be happened. That is, if you take it 4, the 5th you will be getting. That is called bhavam, for which Shankaracharya says in Dakshinamurti Ashtaka, Shravanad, Mananad, Sankirtanad. Then we will reaching by our Dharmartha Kama Moksha, we will be reaching the Ishwaratvam. Then Shankaracharya in which says, then the Aishwaryam Bhavet, that the 5th is not attaining, that will be happen to be there. Therefore, we are all, that is the Panchatvam that we have said. And because Mādhava is like this, first we can go to Mādhava. What is Mādhava? Actually, this is the 4 directions, and this Panchatvam is joined like that, or 4 sides is concentrating, or 4 energies are concentrating to the center of the field, either center of the universe, or the center of earth, or the center of Vastu, temple, whatever may be the replica of that Vishwam, and that is automatically joining, you will be getting this 5th one, the Brahma. That is usual system. That is Samana is considered as one type of Brahma, and to lead to the Sayujya, or we can say that is one, the Shunya Avastha or Paramananda Rasanubhuti. That is all intended to reach the happiness. That is the principle adopted in the Vedas also, concerning these 4 Vedas. This is actually twins, I have said. That is because always one side will be the black, the other side will be white. Because the moon will be, one side will be moon, the other side will be sun. And Uttarayana and Dakshinayana is also same. That time it will be changing to the next, the other side. And therefore, always that is twin. And you can see here also the 12 Adityas shown in the 6 in the daytime, 6 in the night time, which is called the Dwadasha, 12 Rashis of the day, or 12 months of the year. Similarly, in the month, there will be 2 Pakshas. One Paksha is black moon, and the other Paksha is white moon. Therefore, all will be a joint venture, we can say. That must be properly joined together, like as when the Gandha with the fatherly and husband, motherly, that will produce by Brahma the generating approach, and we will produce one boy or girl or Purusha. It's no, Purusha means it is not man, but it is only seeing the body like that, with energetical shiny. And how that is happened in that, like the coconut that is broken, like that the anda is broken and will form this. Every Purusha having Swa in the head, body in the Bhuva, and Pada is Bhu. And the 4th one is Hridaya, and the 5th one is the Brahma inside the Hridaya. All shining will be done by the Hridaya, the 5th one, through the 4th one, Hridaya. That is the principle adopted in the universal system also. Therefore, identically, universal system and this system is same. And these are the how the Bhu, Bhuva, Swa and join together in the middle. And that is all shown in that one. That is different approaches. This is actually said like that, Mādhava to modernity. Then saying physical science to mathematics, then astronomy to astrology. Astronomy means actually whatever we have the visibility in the visible universe. That is all called astronomy. Or we might have heard about the Panchang. That is all the stars, or the yogas, or the grahas, and karanas, and these all will be considered as some energetical part, which must be jointly combined, and we have to make use of that one. How much we have to make use of, or how much we have to take and combine. Usually we will say, we will take 8 in number and we will call, we are all 8, that is Ashtamurti. For which this Ashtamurti must be joined. Ashtamurti to some extent, as I have shown, the 4 directions joined together with the corners, therefore 8 directions that will join. The 9th is in the center, then that will be connected with the earth will be connected with the sun. So that or we will say the gravitational force of the earth. Similarly, the gravitational force of the sun also. Both will be joined to one. Brahma will be formed because one is Paramatma and the other is Jivatma. If you join those two as shown like that, then only that will be forming one. We want to form one, but we have to expand and perform and transform and get a new one. That is always this Chaturtha is called. The karma is mainly Chaturtha. And that is why it is the reason. And now here, written this 6. 6 is considered as 6 gunas. That is very important part of that. You might have heard about that 6 gunas. I don't know anyhow. That is 1 yasas, jnana, Shri, and Vijnana, and Aishwarya with Virya. Virya is that energetic part of our, whatever we are doing, our karma or anything, or we are shining. More shining will be in the face. Whatever may be the happiness or bad effects, all will be shining in the face. Therefore, face is that important part of that our body. And that is shown here, this Mādhava to modernity. Then modernity, I am explaining this one, is expanding and getting to new one. We are always thinking of our destiny is to get how with modern things we will be available, that will be getting, we are trying to that. And therefore, then the physical science is how this our body is, that I will come later. And similarly, anyhow, that is 6. And now here you can see that is from Pada that is, I want to see here, that is why I am. That is, you are seeing here, that is in the above Purushottam, but from the bottom you can start from that. First is Pada. That is our, as far as physical science is concerned, Pada. And it is identical with the Keshava. That is this Taitra or the Mesha month. That is to connect the identical thing of the universe, as well as our body is connecting. That is the physical science. By that physics, you will be increasing one by one. And the next one is Narayanan, Jangha, and Kadipradesha, this Sai, Mādhava. And I don't know, you might have heard about this Mādhava and Keshava. We will, when going to bed, usually there is a principle, Mādhavaya Namah. That is, we praying that sun, that Aditya, for to keep our in the night and let that our life is be in full fledged, must be available in the morning. For that we will pray to Keshava, Mādhava, and in morning when we awake, we will say Keshavaya Namah. Therefore, we are always praying to the sun, the important Ekatvam or Ekadeva or whatever may be you saying. But there's a part and parcels of that Aditya also. Therefore, we must count that also. That is why I have said in the one day we are having 12 Adityas, 12 Rashis we will say. And together with there are some other parts also. That is again is we have to add also. But here nowadays, now we can consider these 12 Adityas. And then Govinda, and then Vishnu, Madhusudana, Vamana, Sridhara, Rishikesha, Padmanabha, and Damodara. Then what happens? From Deshaprana, we have something increased. First I have said Deshaprana 10. Now it is increased to 12. When you received this 12, the Shastra is saying that is Gayatri Mantra. We are praying the Gayatri Mantra as Savida Devada. And for that, there are in that first Purusha, that 8 into 8 parts you can see in that first one. That is 8 into 8 is 64. 64 plus 1, the Suryatma is the 65. And therefore Surya Mantra or Aditya Mantra is considered 65. That 65 is, last mantra is, we are praying Savidavaschat, Savidapurastat, Savidottaratat, Savidadharatat, Savidana Sarvadadu, Savidanavara, Sadan Dirghamayu. That is because we are praying for the lifespan, especially this, all the Adityas, not only this 12 Adityas, wherever Adityas shining is there, we have to pray that. But we have to consider some compact ingredients, and it is considered as 12 because one day is 24 hours and 12 rashis will be 2 hours. We have to take the 2 hours is a 1, and then we are considering that one. That is in which we will get a 6 Ritus, 12 months. 12 months will form 1 year. And before I have said like that, one part, Ayus, lifespan will be up to 120 years. That is the usual system of, and next is, this is, you can see, this is reference to the how the Purusha is formed. That is in Yajurveda, 9th chapter, the verses 31, 32, 33. That is, it starts with Agni Ekaksharena Prananudaya. that is first birth is taken place as Pranan. And therefore, that as I have said, this continuously that will come to 10. Then that will be the Sattvam. And then up to 12. That means all is concerned with the sun. That is 12 suns. That is here I have written Agni. In this there is another main thing. Main thing is that continuously saying Agni Regaksharena, then Ashwinav Dvaksharena, Vishnu Triaksharena, Trilogam. Ashwinav Dibadamanushan. Soman Chadurpadi, Pashu, that is go. That is called like that, having 4 legs. And therefore, that 4 Chadurtham is important. That is, to some extent, Swa, Bhuva, Bhu, Om. That is called. And continuously, up to 12, we reach the Dwadasha. And then, in which there is another thing is that each one is considered as Pratibhada, Didiya, Tritiya, Chaturthi, and therefore 12 is Dwadashi. Not one Dwadashi, but it is 2 Dwadashis. One in the black moon, one in the white moon. That is twin. Because when you join the twin, you will get 1. That is the important thing. Therefore, up to 12, that is considered as Dwadashi and Dwadashi. After that, after 12, there will be actually saying Dharmartha Kama Moksha. By that, we will reach 16. That is, the table shows that 16 we are reaching, and each and with I have given there, and 16 is the Purusha Sukta. As I heard, 12 is the Gayatri Mantra. This is Purusha Sukta. That is 16. And 16th and 15th and 16th, there is an important thing. 15 is that Paurnamasi and 16 is the Amavasi. Therefore, 30 Tidis are integrated or generated through this 16. That is strictly saying in our body, the first thing is 30 Tidis are in our body. That is explained this one, or that is the Purusha is called. Then Purushatva. Purushatva will come when you add Brahma Prajapati. That is 17. So we are all 17 in number. But not only the 17 in number, we have got Pada, Deha, that is body, and Siras 3. Therefore, that will count to 17 into 3, the 51. That is, I have shown the 51 letters. Then 51 letters also must be twin. How? You might have heard of, I don't know, the Vijayadashimi day, when the Vidyarambha is doing, you have to chant the syllable, the letters A, beginning, and then you have to Laksha. Then our forefather, father or they will say, you just return to that. Chala, Hasa, like that you have to go to A itself. Therefore, actually, for balancing each other, the white moon and black moon to be balanced, we have to take it both. Similarly, here we have to take it both. This 51 plus 51, we will go to 1. We will get 102. Therefore, our energetical part, as in the visible world, is 102, as Panchang. That is, Panchang is that one, and that itself is with us also. That is the principle for adaptation. But we have to join and we have to make it and we have to compact and continuously combine and we have to get to one. That is our problem. How to join that one. And therefore here, You have to join for that proportionally. That is called permutation and combination. Kramavastha. Then only that is properly joined. That here, whatever and how many ingredients, number of ingredients, 1 or 2 or whatever may be the number you are getting, Sahasra or you are getting, Sahasra Sirsha Purusha Sahasrata Sahasrapad Sabhumi Vishado Urta Atyadishta Deshangulam. That is why this Deshangulam came. What is 16? If you have that like this, what is you are having 10 fingers, 5 plus 5. And then will be considered as this side is Rishi, this side is Deva, and this side is Pitru. That is to some extent Swabhuabhu. And if you join that, you will get totally 10 plus 6, that is Purusha. And inside is considered as Brahma. That is, one is Paramatma, the other is Jivatma. If you join that, that is Brahma, and so you will reach at 17. Therefore, we are 17. And we are coming to the that is 8. Actually, we are 8, a combination. That is from the sun or the Sarloka will come as 7. And we will be having 7. And on the other part also will be therefore totally or Ashtamurtis. This is this also I have to explain something like that because here you can see the triangle in the bottom, and that is considered as Bhubhuvaswa. And from that starts 3 nerves. That is the Sushumana, Ida, Pingala, and Sushumana. Ida is on the right side and Pingala on the left side. And the Sushumana is in the center line, and it will reach at the head through our bone. And then as and when reaches there, it will be divided into 9 parts, 9 nerves. And 2 will be taken to nose, 2 will be taken to the ear, and 2 is the 2 dwaras, Maladwara and Mutradwara. 1 is taken to the Nabhi, and the balance 2 is tightened the Sushumana, the 3 nadis, with 1 is the anti-clockwise, 1 is the clockwise. So that, and tightened, and it will reach in the bottom itself. That makes the 10 nadis will be changed to 12 nadis. That is, as I have said, the 10 prana will be changing to the 12 Dvadashaditya, that is Gayatri mantra. And then what happens? We will take 1 nadi from the Mooladhara to hand, another leg, that is 4. Therefore, that will be counting to 16. And therefore, we will be having, to some extent, we are having so many nadis, but important nadis are taken. And again, that will be increased by, for every fingers. That is every fingers 420 also. So okay, that is increasing and increasing. All will be combined and joined in the Hridaya Brahma. On the way to going the other one side or the other side, it is joined to the Hridaya, and therefore we are always considering whatever how much nadis are there, mainly taking 10, 12 and 16, that will join in the Hridaya, and we will shine those also to the outside also. The same thing. That is why we are saying 16 plus 16, 32, 32 plus 1, 33 devas. We are having 33 devas in our body as well as in the visible world. Not only 33, but 33 into 3, that will count to 99, and plus the basic Bhuvasva 3, that will count to the 102. Therefore, 102 is the Panchang, is our main thing in the this is the chart for that one, because as far as in the right side, we are having Sun, Puja, and Guru. Three Devadas. Three Devadas are there, or Grahas there. That will jointly will make the 27 yogas. Number 27 plus 3 is 30. Similarly, left side is Chandra and Buddha and Shukra. Therefore, that will make 27 stars. And if you join that, that is, first I have said 30 Tithi, that is existing there. This is 30 stars, 30 yoga, totally 90. And joining these all 7 grahas, 6 grahas, we will be getting the Shani. That is our body. And in which there is 11 karana. Plus 7, that is 12 in number. Therefore, totally, we will get 102. That is the Panchak. Therefore, strictly saying, just in visibility, or we are having or making use of daily the energies from the visible world or visible universe. And by that we have to produce and we have to generate and we have to shine in this field. That is considered, that shining is considered as astrology. How to get, how we can combine the permutation and combination, and out of which first addition is 102 plus I have 6 gunas. Therefore, we will get 108. That 108 is considered as, for all astrologers, taking the 108 shells and having rotating to some extent a system of the earth is rotating in the 2 directions, north, south, and east, west. And after that, concluding to select something from that. And that is all multiples of 12, and remove the 12, you will get a balance will be 12, and 3 parts it is will be the present, past, present, and future. That must be 4 equal. Dwadasaditya is there. For that Dwadasaditya, 4, 4 must be there. But it will not happen. Therefore, the astrologers can predict accordingly which is the happened in that future or present or past or whatever may be. Therefore, they are having the 108 parts and parcels, and they have to take the combination and permutation, and finally they have to reach one probability theory. What is the probability theory? If you toss the coin, you can say that is both of them is 50-50%. 4-4. These 3 parts, therefore 3-3-3-3, etc. But it may not happen. There will be difference. That is the principle, or they have to use the whatever the text explaining, that is our forefathers has done research and find it out the results. That result is the important part of the astrologers. They will consider, discuss, and for the time being, Madpatur saying Kala Desavadibhya. it will not stay for us. That will be always moving and every time and approximately repeating in a year. But anyhow, it is not in that prashna is taken for the time being and they will predict accordingly. That prediction must be to some extent the astrologer ability to find it out Trikala, not only Trikala, but as the time being, his intellect, his mind, and this one more, the Viveka. If you join those 5 ingredients, you will get the important part. And after that, for getting good things, they will suggest some parihara also. Therefore, that is astrological method. We are using the original energetic part of the visible world, this 102 that we can say in all bodies will be having that 102. There is no change at all. Therefore, all of them, but concerned people, the astrology is working it out. And this, in the morning, I have said Om. Om is Eka. And then I have said Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya is the Panchatva, Pancha. And they have said Om Namo Narayanaya. This is Ashtamurti. We are all Ashtamurtis. And then Desatva is the Namah Shivaya Narayanaya. 5 plus 1. That is 5 plus 5. Actually, there is only 5. Because prana is joined with the Ananjaya. There is not separate. There is twin. So that is the principle adopted in that one. And then he is proceeding to the Purusha. That is, I have said, Avivadye, Krishna Sarma Nama, Ahamasmi. That is 16 in number. That is Visargam. He is considered as Brahma. That is also, there is one principle in the is in the Swarachara, we are saying last one, If you say then automatically the is there. If you say then automatically is there. Then only the properly the joining to the two. Therefore, I think that is all the nowadays there is a ha is instead of That is not, I don't think that is correct. Is itself. That is the Brahma. Is this total visible world, Akasha. We can't say anything, we can't get anything from that. But it is combined and joined and get it one. We are happy. Therefore, that happy, we'll be having all the Sun God may grace all of us. Thank you for that.
Thank you, sir, for the enlightening session. As a small token of our love, respect, and appreciation, may I invite Dr. U. Krishnakumar, sir, Dean and Director of Amrita Vishwa Vidyapeetham, Kochi campus, to kindly present the memento to Shri Kanippayyur Krishnan Namboodiripad, sir.
See, at this age of, can you imagine? Has crossed 86. How profoundly he presented, and that too using the modern digital tools like PPT and even the remote button. how profoundly he presented it. He is heading the chair for the Sanatana Dharma in the Calicut University even now. He is not only heading, is continuously offering a course on Vasthuvidya, a 6 months course, which is open to only postgraduate qualified, whichever discipline. Even if you are MSc Chemistry, MA English, you can do it. He is still taking class for that course on Vasthuvidya. Many students are attending from India and abroad. And this course is available online. I'm not marketing for the course, but I'm telling you the proud way in which he leads his life. Even at the age of 86, he and his younger brother both came, and he is himself talking. Yesterday he consulted me, Krishna, what should I touch upon? I said, as you like it. It should be connected with IKS. That's all. That's all what the hint I gave him. What will be the kind of audience he asked me? I said it's a mixed audience of students of all the branches from different places, and it's such a gathering. He said, okay, I will plan and I will do it. To see the profundity with which he prepared the topic. Even yesterday he would have modified it to suit this audience. He's regularly offering his class on Vasthuvidya. Any one of you who want to register for the course, you can contact them, and even I am planning to register. I told him today afternoon. I never knew that he is offering a course through the online platform of University of Calicut, Vasthuvidya course of about 200 hours duration, and the simplicity with which he is teaching. This is something to be learned by all teachers at this campus also. How best you can present a topic, grabbing your attention, fully focused on this topic. Nobody was sleeping, especially in the afternoon. He could grab the attention of every one of you to listen to a topic which in the normal course would have been pursued as something beyond our level of comprehension. He proved that anything is under your control and comprehension if you have the willpower. He himself showed the willpower to come all the distance here, deliver this course. I have some special words to make these remarks. I use some special words to make these remarks. Normally, I don't talk after the expert's lecture, but I thought I should talk. Only one prayer. All of us can join me in that prayer so that the Panditas like Kanippayyur has to live in this Bharat, has to live in this world for long, long, long years to share their wisdom. Please join this prayer for his sake. It's a prayer in his name. I am submitting in the lotus feet of our most beloved Amma. Ayurarogya Aishwaryana Abhyurdirastu Uttarottaram Abhyurdirastu Vayam Prarthayami.